Good morning, all of you. So, as we know that at present we are studying regarding acids. So, in last class, I have told you what is acids and how these acids are coming naturally. If they are coming naturally, then what we should call. If they are preparing in laboratory, what we should call. And what is strong acids? What is weak acids? This is all we have discussed in the last class. So, coming to here, we'll continue from there. So as we know, we are studying at what we are studying presently, acids. Is it yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So all of you keep it. So these acids are classifying into two types. What are that? Tell me. Organic acids.
Strong
Inorganic acid.
Organic acids and inorganic acids.
Not inorganic. Wrong. Organic means opposite inorganic. Organic means naturally. What is this? Synthetic acid. What is this? Like this, that is. So, not even synthetic acids. Wrong. Yesterday only I have taught you correct. Organic acids means which are coming from plants and animals naturally is called as organic acids. So, coming to the laboratory with the help of minerals we used to prepare. That is why we used to call it as what? Mineral acids. So, or else we used to call it as laboratory acids. Laboratory acids, not organic, inorganic. Understand, Kevin? So, organic acids, which are coming from where? Which are present in plants and animals. Naturally is called as organic acids, which are prepared from the minerals. Prepared from the minerals. From the minerals is to called as synthetic acids. Sorry, mineral acids are laboratory acids. Now, if you'll observe, these acids are not dangerous to us. We can consume it because they are very, very weak acids. Weak acids, very safe to use and means no dangerous to handle it. But these acids, it will come very, very dangerous. Very dangerous, and we have to handle with the care always because they are very, very concentrated and they will even causes for burning the skin and even burning the clothes. And if it is highly concentrated, it may lead to the death also, the person's death. That is why we are, while we are handling this, we have to be very, very careful. Like that, you can see all the acids again classifying into two types. What is that? Strong acids and weak acids. Is it yes or no? Tell me, so weak acids. So if it comes to here, all the acids which are present in plants and plant materials and animals means all the organic acids are we used to call it as
Weak acids.
weak acids. All the organic acids we used to call it as weak acids. So, if it comes to the strong acids with the help of minerals which we used to prepare, like in the sense of hydrochloric acid, next one, sulfuric acid, and as well as
Nitric acid.
Nitric acid, HNO3, correct? Nitric acid. So, like these acids, etc., we used to call as strong acids which we used to prepare in the laboratory. So, these acids is only called as with the help of minerals from the ground we can prepare. That is why these are called as mineral acids. Now, the only one mineral acid is weak acid. What is that acid called as?
Organic acid.
Carbonic acid. What is the formula of carbonic acid? What is the formula of carbonic acid?
H2CO3.
H2CO3.
Carbonic acid
H2CO3.
will take H2CO3, correct? So carbonic
Yes,
acid. So this is the only weak mineral acid. Weak mineral acid. Now, this is what we have discussed in the last one. So if you'll observe, all the mineral acids are very strong except this carbonic acid. Now, if it comes to here, these organic acids all, like in the sense of example, can you able to say examples of organic acid? Acetic acid, citric acid, tartaric acid.
Formic acid,
Oxalic acid, formic acid,
Yes.
malic acid.
Yes, yes. I have told you to study the timetable, the tabular column in our textbook, correct? So now if it comes to here, for example, if you take, we are using acetic acid in making pickles, correct or not? So acetic acid is making it pickles. Next also acetic acid we are using in making tomato ketchup. So the uses of acetic acid. Acetic acid, what is the source of acetic acid? Anybody? Vinegar, correct or not? We are
Vinegar.
using it pickles. Have you studied that table fully?
Yes.
Pickles as well as making the tomato ketchup. Tomato ketchup. Next, same way if you take the weak mineral acid, carbonic acid if you take. What is the use of carbonic acid?
soft
Anyone?
drink,
We are
soft
using
drinks.
it all the kind of soft drinks and as well as
Soda water.
what? Soda. Have you forgot it? Soda water also. So we are using in all fizzy soft drinks. Fizzy soft drinks and as well as manufacturing what?
Soda water.
Soda water. Like that if you take tartaric acid. What is the use of tartaric acid?
Baking powder.
Tamarind, sir. Tamarind.
Tartaric acid if you take. Source is tamarind. I am not saying that. That what is the use? Manufacturing baking powder. So like that we have a different acids. We have a different kind of applications. So now this is all about the weak acids and strong acids and their uses. So till here we have studied in the last class. Now let us comes to here. In today's class we will continue from here. That is concentrated and dilute acids. What is that? Concentrated and
Concentrated and
dilute acids. Concentrated. Please all of you keep reading. And dilute acids. Now, if you'll go to the any laboratory, what I said, see here onwards, everybody be very careful. Now chemical reactions will start. So we have to be more and more careful. Call to absent is still so many are there. So many not joined it. Please see your friends list and make them call because they will miss again. They have to spend time to watch again. Make a call. So concentrated and dilute acids. So if you'll go to the chemistry laboratory, if you'll take any kind of jar, you can observe always two kinds of bottles we used to observe. So one bottle they used to write something. What is that? CONC dot, concentrated acid, some acid, X acid you can take. So concentrated acid they will write. The same way it will take. Presently we are studying only acids. Base also present, concentrated base and diluted base. Now if you will observe, another one they used to write DIL dot. So remember this concentrated CONC dot indicating concentrated acid, DIL dot indicating what? Dilute acid.
Dilute acid.
Now,
Dilute acid.
what is this concentrated and dilute acids means? Remember, whatever it is, if it is concentrated or if it is diluted, both contains some amount of water. What we used to call?
Amount
Water.
of water.
Percentage of water is present in every kind of acid. Now, a concentrated acid if you take, what is the meaning of concentrated acid means? All of you remember, which contains an acid. Actually, these all are called as acid solution. They are not the acid. Do you understand all of you? They are the acid solutions because they are mixing with the water. Do you understanding? That is why they are called as solution. There is no acid present purely. Purely it is not present. So that is what you have to remember. It is always mixed with some amount of water. That is why they are called as solution. Acid solution we can call it as. What we should call?
Acid solution.
Solution. Remember that. Now, what is concentrated acid means? All of you should remember. Any kind of acid, anyone which contains the minimum possible amount of water in it. What is that? Minimum.
Possible.
You understand?
Of water.
Minimum
Water.
possible amount means less amount of water, more amount
Amount
of
of water.
understand? Minimum possible amount of water. Amount of water in it is called as concentrated acid. Means if you take percentage of water is less and percentage of acid is more. Then
More.
that is called as concentrated acid. Please all of you remember. Next, if it comes to the dilute acid, this all the wasting of time, right? Don't try to write full definitions. You can write like this, no issues. While I'm writing like this, you can write it. While seeing this, you can understand. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you can consider dilute acid. If you consider this dilute acid, always remember a dilute acid is one which contains their minimum. Here what?
Maximum
amount of
amount
water.
of
Which
possible
contains-
water.
Which
More
contains-
amount of water.
Maximum possible
Not
amount of
maximum.
water.
That is what the same thing. Much more. Remember, much more of water. Much more of water in it is only called as dilute acid. So, if you observe, percentage of water is what? More. Understand?
More.
And percentage of acid is less. Is
Less.
called as dilute acid. That's nothing is there. Now, if we'll go to our laboratory, all the acids are, even though they are written concentrated, but the concentration is very, very less. Means, if we'll take 1 liter of concentrated acid, 1 liter of concentrated acid. Suppose I have taken a bottle of 1 liter of hydrochloric acid. Concentrated hydrochloric acid, 1 liter. So maximum the percentage of that acid percentage is don't go more than 35%. Hardly it is. Because 35% itself is to get the smoke and all if you'll open the this cap. Do you understand, Ra? That is much. So 35% means if you take 1 liter, how much, Ra? 300 ml is acid. Remaining how much? Remaining how many ml? 650 ml water only will be present. Do you understand, Ra? Are you understanding? That is the meaning of 35% acid, 35% concentration. So that itself is to called as concentrated acid because this acid itself very, very dangerous for us. So if it comes to the diluted acid may contains 10% or 15% of acid. That is what the meaning of diluted and concentrated. Do you understand, Ra? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose, as we know that we have a wide applications of concentrated acids in chemistry laboratory, but we people cannot handle it. That is why always this concentrated acids has been used by some robots or automatic machines and all. Present or not, even from last 2 decades, everybody they are using, means humans are not using in the chemical reactions. Chemical reactions, nobody is using this concentrated acids with directly. Humans are not handling. Only machines will handle because it is having a lot of disadvantages in the sense of if you'll even breathe that smoke or else the concentration also, it causes respiratory problems and you will feel some kind of diseases also will be infected us. That is why it is always handled by missions only. So this is what the concentrated acids and diluted acids. Any doubt, anybody? Please ask me. Now, suppose my question is now, concentrated acids, okay, we can prepare mineral. If you have minerals in laboratory, we can prepare concentrated acids. Now, how to prepare dilute acids? That is what my question. So, all of you please keep reading. This is the most important question used to get MCQs also from this. Diluting acids. So, how I can dilute? Not diluted acids, diluting acids. What do you mean by diluting? This is the word we can use in our general language. Suppose you can see two friends are there. If one friend is a little bit different character, and this friend, suppose he is very good in studies, and this fellow is not that much concentrated in studies. Concentrated in studies. You can see that word we can use in real life also. He is very good at concentration. He is less concentration. If now both will do friendship, then they will say, our parents and teachers will say, don't do friendship with him. He will decrease, he will dilute you, or else he will decrease your concentration. Or else he will divert your concentration. Like the general conversation we will heard, diluting and concentrating words. Is it yes or no? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yes, same way,
Yes,
Philapsa.
sir.
What is the meaning of diluting acids means? The simple definition of diluting acids means just decreasing the concentration of acids. What is that? Decreasing the concentration of acids. How we can decrease? Can anybody say? We have only one way. What is that? How we can decrease?
Pouring to water, sir.
That's
By adding-
by adding
Pouring
water.
water.
Only by
Adding water.
Correct or not? So by adding water, we can dilute the acids. Now, here only the main problem. So if you consider, as we know, dilute acid is obtained by mixing the concentrated acid with the water. If concentrated acid mix with the water, then that is only we used to call as dilute acid. Do you understanding, all of you? Yes or no?
Sir.
So now if you observe, the process of mixing of concentrated acid with water is always highly exothermic reaction. What is that? It is the
Exothermic reaction.
highly exothermic reaction. What do you mean by exothermic? In last class I have taught you. What do you mean by exothermic reaction?
Sir, releasing of heat, sir.
That is,
Heat is-
so, this is the heat producing reaction. So please, all of you should note it down. So if you are adding concentrated acid with water means to make it dilute, it is actually a highly exothermic reaction. Means a lot of amount of heat is producing. Understand? Even few times it may be even explode also. Do you understanding, all of you? It may be blast also because of what we can say, sudden reaction, sudden change in extreme heat is producing. So it may causes for even explode outside. Means the acid may spill outside also like a bomb. It will be blasting. Like that will be happening because of that much highly exothermic reaction it is. So now let us discuss. If you will observe, if it is a highly exothermic acid, then how the concentration of acids is decreases. So you will take here, when a concentrated acid and water are mixed together, a lot of amount of heat is evolved. Is it yes or no? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and that heat is also releasing vigorously. What is the meaning of vigorously? Anybody?
Sir, powerfully, sir.
Vigorously means randomly, without our concern or without controlling. We cannot, suppose if bomb will explode, we cannot control it. So a huge amount of heat energy will release very random manner. That is what we should call it as vigorously. The same way, while you are mixing the acid, concentrated acid with the water to make it diluted, very dangerous reaction. Now, that is why here my question is, suppose I have given you two beakers. This is one beaker and this is another beaker, and this is one beaker and this is another beaker. Two set of I have given. This first set, now let us take now, here Kevin and Pranav is there. This is the Kevin plus Pranav team, and let me take, this is the another team, Dina plus Arya. Understand all of you? Now you take it. Now you observe, Kevin is having water, Pranav is having concentrated acid. Now, here Dina is having water and Arya is having concentrated acid. Now, I told them to prepare both the ultimate aim. What is the ultimate aim of both the teams? What is the ultimate aim of both the teams? Make it a dilute
Dilute
acid. Correct or not? That is what. Now all of you try to understand. Very, very dangerous. Now, why I am saying you this, you may understand now. So, in this first team, Kevin and Pranav, they added water into the concentrated acids. Try to understand very carefully. What they have done? What they have
Water
done?
into the concentrated acid. Water into the concentrated acid.
They have added water into the concentrated acids. Akhil, first listen the class. Later I will say. So if you add, they have big acid beaker. They have added water. So that is what they have done. That is what you have to remember. So water they have been poured. Now, if they have started pouring water, initially whose concentration is more raw? Whenever the water is added, first drop, let me imagine, first drop is go and mix with the acid. Whose concentration is more? Whose concentration is more? Acid concentration is more in this beaker. Is it yes or no? Because acid is more amount is present and water is going to add with that. That is why in this situation you remember, because of high concentration of acid in the first case while you are mixing with the water, so sudden water if you add, suddenly water will mix with that, then it will produce us, understanding, heat energy very vigorously. A huge amount of heat energy will release. Heat will release. That is what it is very, very dangerous to mix water with acid while we are diluting the concentrated acid into diluted acid. Now, second time if we'll take Dina and Arya team. So what they have done means, first they have taken certain amount of water in the beaker. Water in the beaker. Now, drop wise they are adding concentrated acid. Now, whose amount is more initially? Whose amount is more here?
Water amount.
So that acid is coming and mixing with the water. So water percentage was water concentration is only more here. So here it may not cause us for much release of, not much heat energy will release. Do you understanding all of you?
Yes, sir.
So that is what you have to remember. Now, if I will ask you to prepare diluting acid, make the concentrated acid into diluting, which method we have to follow? First group or second group?
Second group.
Second group, sir.
All of you should remember that. Do you understand, Ra? So still 4 fellows need to join. Make a call for them. So now if you observe, first group, what will happen means, initially the acid concentration is more. If you add suddenly water to this acid, then it may cause us for a huge amount of heat energy, means exothermic reaction will take place. It may cause us to explode and it may cause us to burning action of our skin and face also. But if it comes to in this case, we are adding acid to the water so that not much heat energy will release because the water concentration is more, so that it is very safe to prepare the diluting acids. Now, so if you will observe here, the addition of a concentrated acid should always be done by adding concentrated acid to water gradually with stirring and not by adding water to concentrated acids. Did you understanding all of you? We are not at all supposed to add as water to acid. Always you have to add what? Acid to
Acid
water.
with water.
Do you understanding? Acid to water for make it a safe diluting acids. That is what you have to remember. Because when initially if you take, when a concentrated acid is added to water for preparing diluting acid, so as we know that heat energy will be released. Is it yes or no? The heat energy is released gradually. So as if you observe, it is easily absorbed by the large amount of water when you are adding acid to the water, safe case. So whatever the energy is released, water percentage is more, so that water will absorb here. But here, what will happen? Acid concentration is more. If you add the water, then huge amount of energy will release. Then there is no sufficient amount of water at the initial case. No sufficient amount of water in this to absorb that heat energy. So that what will happen? It will be splash out. It can splash the, do you understanding? Explosively, even like a bomb, it will be blasting. So explosively, which can splash into our face and our body, which can splash the acid into our face and clothes, and as well as it will causes what? Acid burns. What will causes?
Acid.
Acid burns. That is why it is very, very dangerous. It can splash on the body, clothes, and finally, what is the problem? It will causes for acid burns. That's so very, very dangerous one. So that is why even few times, if it is even highly concentrated acid, suddenly it will add the water, then even it may causes for, may break that glass container or beaker, whatever we are adding, we are trying to add the concentrated acid, diluting, this beaker also may break. That is what also you have to remember. May break because of that much amount of explosively it will be happen, because of highly vigorously the heat energy will be released. That is why few times it may break. As we know that something like a glass material will broken in our hands, it may cause us how much severe pain. Do you know it? Correct or not? That is the reason we are not supposed to do it. Do you understand, all of you? Please tell me. Okay. So because of excessive heat energy, it may be break also. It is also very severe action for our body. It may cause us again some kind of injuries to our body. So now that is why, suppose in our laboratory, people will say you to prepare diluted acids. All of you should remember, whenever they will ask you to prepare diluted acids. So for example, I will ask you to prepare diluted hydrochloric acid. That is what I want. I have a concentrated acid. Or else you take diluted H2SO4. What is H2SO4? What is H2SO4?
Sulfuric acid.
Correct or not? So what we have to do means, so we have to take a small beaker which contains 10 ml of water. What is that? 10 ml of water. First thing, we have to take first step. Step 1, 10 ml of water in a beaker we have to take. Now, we have to take the dropper. Do you know dropper? Like polio drops we can keep. Dropper.
Yes,
Do you know
sir.
it or not? So we have to take the dropper. Understanding? So now, with the help of this dropper, we have to take the concentrated sulfuric acid, concentrated hydrochloric acid inside this dropper, and we have to add, already we have 10 ml of water inside. So to make it diluted, with the help of dropper, we have to add what? We have to add the water, this acid in a drop wise. Do you understanding, all of you? This is what we have to do it. So add few drops of concentrated, if they lost hydrochloric acid, add hydrochloric acid to water, and slowly you have to swill the beaker slowly. What is the meaning of swill? SWIR, swill. Swill means like this hand shaking, we do it. Do you remember? Hand shaking we'll do slowly. In hand, we used to swill it. I remember, if you want, you can take the glass rod. You can take the glass rod and you can stir it. This is called as stirring. This is also you can do it. Or else, beaker itself. Suppose your mother or father, you may observe, they will rotate the beaker. If or else the glass itself. If they want to dilute something, if they want to mix well, have you noticed it? They will rotate the beaker like this. That is only we used to call as swill. Understand? Swill the beaker slowly. Now if you'll observe, even you can see the bottom of beaker appears to be very, very hot. By this time itself, the bottom, even though like this also, the bottom of the beaker appears to be very, very hot. So it is showing that the heat is evolved during the diluting of concentrated hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. So that is what you can always see. Once you have been diluted, if you want to reduce that heat energy fastly, slowly with the help of some kind of holder, we can keep it in a cold water also. Do you understanding? A tub of cold water. Because if it is more concentrated, then the glass beaker also may break. Correct or not? Yes or no? So that is why you can keep it in the You can keep it in the a container of water, cold water, so that the bottom part, if you touch it with your hand, the bottom part of this container, if you touch it, you will feel the heat energy. So you will feel the heat energy means heat energy is releasing in these diluting acids, so that it is called as which reaction?
Exothermic reaction.
Exothermic process. Correct or not? So that is what you have to remember it. So always diluting the acids is which reaction? Exothermic reaction, because it produces the lot of amount of heat energy. That is what you have to remember it. Now let us comes to here. Finally, we have to make one point. While you are diluting acids, what we have to do, Ra? While you are diluting acids, always we have to mix. Always what we have to mix? We have to mix water to the
Water.
or acid to the
Water to
water.
the acid.
Acid to the water.
Right? Always
Acid to the water.
acid need to mix with the water. Need mix with the water. Water should not be mixed with the what?
With acid.
Mix with the acid. That is what you have to remember. This is very, very wrong, because reason I have told you already. So initially acid concentration is more, so that it may cause us for explosively reactions. Highly heat energy will be releasing in that reaction. So this is all about the concentrated and diluted acids, and how we need to dilute the concentrated acids and bringing into the diluted acids. So this is all about it. Clear it out. Anybody please ask me. If you don't have it out, next from here our real chapter will start. That is what. Please all of you, from here you have to follow everything. Please keep heading. Properties of acids. The most important thing. Properties of acids. What is the first property of acids? Already you have studied regarding taste. I will say.
Acids are sour in taste. Sour in taste.
So that is the first property you have to remember. So remember all of you. Acids have, write it. They will ask you write the properties of acids. Then you have to write it. But he said MCQs now, so everything you should know it. Yeah, acids have a sour taste. Acids have what? A sour taste. Next, second point. What is that? Litmus reaction. Litmus reaction you can say.
Blue litmus paper red.
Blue litmus into red. This sir.
Blue litmus to red litmus. What happened to others? Others don't know. Yalini, Dilipan is not there. What happened to Dilipan? Make a call to him. Tell him to join. Padmosh is also not there. Still somebody is not there. You just inform them. What happened? So now you tell me, Ra. Acids have a sour taste. What is the next one, Ra? Acids turns.
Acid turns blue litmus red.
Sir.
Acids turns blue litmus.
Blue litmus red.
Blue litmus to red color. Write it. Blue litmus to red color. Next. As we know that.
It produces H plus ions.
If you'll observe, remember, all the acids if you take, pure acids if you take, pure acids are bad conductors of electricity. What is that?
Conductor of
Bad
electricity.
conductors of electricity. Now, when they become into electrolyte, first chapter I have taught you. This is the most important. When the acids are pure in state, you may remember in first chapter electrolysis reaction we have studied. Correct or not? Yes, Ra. I will say you that is all. So, if you'll observe, when acids are very good conductors of electricity, but when they are in molten state in the sense of water is mixed with them, means in the sense of if they are acting like a electrolyte, means the liquid solution in the electrolysis process. For example, if you take acid solutions conduct electricity, please write it. acid solutions, not acids. Do you understanding what I'm saying?
Acid solution. Okay.
Solutions.
Solution.
Is it acids or acid
Acid
solutions?
solution, but not
Acid solution.
Acids is poor conductors of electricity, but acid solutions conduct what? Conduct electricity. Do you understanding all of you? For example, if we'll take hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, do you understand it? It is not a good conductor of electricity, but hydrochloric acid solution. What is that? Acid solution. Do you understanding, Ram? Actually, this is
Conduct
liquid. Hydrochloric acid is a liquid state. Very bad conductor of electricity. Hydrochloric acid solution. What is the state of it? What is the state of it?
Aqueous state.
Aqueous solution. Do you understanding, Ra? That is. So this is called as aqueous state. Solution is called as aqueous state. Now, if we take a electrolysis process, so just for our sake, 1 minute I'm saying you. So we are using this one, 2 rods. What is this called as? What is this called as?
Anode and cathode.
Electrodes, correct or not? It's okay, anode and cathode. Electrodes we used to call. We are using some kind of a solution we are using in the beaker, correct or not? Suppose if you want to split the hydrogen and oxygen gas, we are using H2O and we are adding something acid. That is what we should call it as acidulated water. Have you remember? Acidulated water. I have told you, correct or not? Yes or no? Same way. Suppose I want now hydrogen gas and chlorine gas. Then what I have to do? I have to take the hydrochloric acid solution in this place. So this is only we should call something name. Can you able to say? Actually, these rods are called as electrodes, and this liquid solution, aqueous solution, is called as something. What is that called as? Electrolyte. What we should call? Electrolyte. So what is electrolyte? Which will split into individual ions. Do you understanding, Ra? Which will split into individual ions. Individual ions by passing electricity. By passing electricity. Do you understanding, all of you? Yes or no? That is what you have to remember. So that is why I can say, see, single property, I need to say this many things. That is what you have to remember it. So electrolyte means what? Which is decomposes into individual ions when passing the electricity. That is called as, that aqueous solution is only called as electrolyte, which will pass the current through it and decomposes into individual components. That is what we used to call as electrolytes. Purinjicha, Priyala, tell me. Understand? These are the 3 properties. Now, observe very carefully. When an acid is dissolved in water, we get the acid solution. How we get the acid? Acid is dissolved in water. Dissolved in water. We used to get what? What we should get, Ra? Acid solution. Please all of you remember. This state is liquid state. And what is the state of this one? Aqueous state. Purinjicha, understand, Ra? So if you will observe all the solutions of all the acids conduct electricity by acid solutions. Then when they are in solution state only, every acid solution will conduct electricity. Means acid solutions allow electric current to pass through them. That is what you have to remember. Because the reason for the conduction of electricity is when they are in molten state, in the sense of this aqueous state, they will conduct the electricity. And I have shown you the example, above example. What is happening? They will form the